Hey, how you guys all doing? Merry Christmas. First off, 2020 is now upon us right now. So excited, waiting for the new year. It's going to be awesome. So, anyways, today in front of me is one out of many of my Christmas gifts that I received. Let's see, Christmas was about a week and a half ago now. Today is January the 2nd, 2020. We're going to go over the Athearn SD39 with economy soundtraxx sound. And this is, of course, the newer ready to roll, or the recent run with the economy and LED upgrades that Athearn has overhauled their models with nowadays. And the quality is starting to really enhance on the ready to roll line, and there's a lot of other YouTube videos on this, but here's just my version. And sorry, my voice sounds like it's fading out. I'm trying to move the camera over there so I can kind of go over the engine here, but first time opening it up out of the box. So it's been about a week and a half because I've been busy with other stuff, and I had a job interview today. So we'll see how that goes. Or we'll see the result, what happens with the results. Those of you who are friends with me on Facebook know what I'm going through. So anyways, so the Athearn seal quality, I'm just going to grab a knife. Boom. Boom. And I paid almost, well, a lot of you are going to gripe at me for this, but it was honestly a pretty, well, it was hot off the press, and they had just gotten it in. So unfortunately, my hobby shop had it at full retail, but they had a 15% off all Black Friday, 15% off all store merchandise, which that really attracted a lot of folks to come, but they still made their money. But anyways, so after you unbox, of course, this is the typical Athearn cover, sleeve off. They got rid of the side flaps, I guess it's because the slide off was just more convenient and easier to put on and off. So here you go, you got the box. Of course, you bring it out. Let's see what we got here. Always get your typical Athearn parts guide, showing you what parts what in case you lost something. Small warranty coverage, a 1-year warranty, I think, 90 days from the locomotive purchase. Pause it, read it, all that wonderful stuff. An economy quick start guide, which goes over all the functions, basic controls, and the CV values. Some of them. And then you got your functions all mapped out right here and what they do from the factory. But of course, many of you guys know, beyond what's neat, I have a niche for DCC installs and a niche for discovering more what these factory installed decoders have to feature. But I would go to soundtraxx YouTube site, and Mr. Bogatalk, George Bogatalk from soundtraxx, a very knowledgeable guy, knows what he's doing with their decoders. Going ahead, probably just post a link, I think, right there. Yeah, there it is, popped up right there. So go visit him. A brochure for sign up for Athearn news. Product releases. So a lot of paperwork crap out of the way. Sorry, I had to clear out my throat. We'll go ahead and get to the nitty-gritty. Now, Athearn has been composing this baggie of extra parts to the engine, which this is basically like fuel lines, sanding lines, and other detail parts to go with it if you're a detail freak. Fortunately, am not. So I don't care about the details. As long as it runs, it's got sound, DCC and LEDs work, it's fine enough. Go ahead and take the sleeve off here. Oh, so we got other parts. Huh, this one must be different. So we got a baggie of the back and front, how do you call it? These are the front and back walkway pads. We'll call it a walkway pad or walkway tread pad. I don't know, it's whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong on it, but there's that. Go ahead, lift up on that tab, and just like that, the locomotive is out of the box in under 2 minutes. Sorry, trying to just get myself kind of organized up here. Maybe I should take off the plastic top, and we're going to take out these foam stanchions in the handrails. So, let's see. Alright, so now we're going to go to a little close-up here. Alright. I don't want to get this camera off the tripod and be shaky going over it, but anyways. Looks like you got phenomenal detail. Athearn RTR is very, like, plain on the detail. They're not specific like the Genesis, but they're getting up there to where you see, like, little details like the bearing caps, although they're not rolling. Brake cylinders. Other details like that. You got delicate plastic handrails. Be careful of those, but very nice detail overall. I like the paint job. Illinois Terminal SD39. You can tell from the two radiator vents on top of the unit. And this is the non-dynamic brake unit. This is just a standard without dynamic brake, and I believe this is the pre-dynamic brake version. I could be corrected if I'm wrong. Fuel tank under here, and of course you got some very minimal details like the fuel tank level bubble, and then you got the fill cap right there. You got your brake cylinders like I mentioned earlier, and it looks like you got some crossbars under here. I don't know what they are. I might zoom in here. I'm trying to point this out the best I can. But we'll flip this engine around. Oh, very nice detail here on the back end. You got, I don't know if these are the rubber. No, those are still the plastic MU hoses, but overall, very good detail on the back. I really like the chevron stripes. And of course, it's kind of crossing over to the engineer side, which is the right side, and then the conductor side on the left, which you just viewed. Overall, I like it. Details very, like I said, I'm not much of a detail freak. As long as it looks good enough to me and it runs right and it has sound, DCC control, and LED lights and beacons and whatever, I'm fine with it. Again, you got some nice under body detail a little bit, and then you got some top lift ring rivet detail, and then you got the turbo hatch right there. So, in the front, yields a lot. You got the chevron stripes on the front of the engine, and then you got two unmarked class lights. And it looks like you got either a major MU receptacle, or I guess, of course, there's your airline hose, so you got good hoses. Front details very nice, foot tread, and all that stuff. So, all right, now that's over with. Let's go ahead and zoom out here a little bit. Now what I'll do is we'll turn on my controller and turn on the throttle. And since this is a new engine, it's going to fire up when I press 3. So what we'll do, we'll just take nice gong bell effect, jeez. So nice sounds right off the bat. I got my UT4 duplex throttle. Go over some of the functions. F0 handles your headlight. Actually, what we're going to do is move it. Okay. We're going to go mid-camera. If I can. There, you can see it right there. F0 handles the headlight. Very nice LED appearance. F1's going to be the bell. Sounds like a slow gong type. Horns, F2. F3 handles the short horn. F4 is dynamic brake. Pardon me, there's no dynamic brake. I just forgot about that. F5, F6, nothing. F8, mutes it. And it looks like F11's a new function added for the brakes. You can have automated train locomotive brakes on this. So a pretty cool feature in my opinion. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring the camera back here a little bit and take it for a little spin around the track. Alright. As far as I can go. Let's try that. Alright. Very nice sound. And I think when we get to the next part here, I'm going to go ahead and open up the model and show you guys what the factory decoder looks like. But a pretty neat looking engine, if I should say so myself. There's the LED light right there. Very defined number boards too. Totally matches the real prototype. Just an overhead shot here on my railroad. I know no scenery's on it yet, but we'll get there. Alright, now that we've taken it out of the box, gone over it, and showed you some of the sound functions and ran it, let's go ahead and go over to the workbench and see what decoder you get inside this. Alright, coming to my workbench now. Pardon me again. Had to turn off my layout. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I know this is a brand new, fresh, out of the box model. But I'm just curious. We're just going to go ahead and open that up. Not many viewers here on YouTube are not too, not many have interested in the board, but then I've gotten a few questions that say, hey, can you just show us the inside of this one day, what you get in the factory installed, Athearn ready to roll with the economy? And I'm like, sure, since I'm a DCC guy, I kind of like doing that part. And I'll show you guys what the difference is between factory versus aftermarket Tsunami decoders. Okay. And I gotta watch it. Some of these models, like there you go. Some of these models have the corner screws here on opposite ends of the fuel tank versus some just have the two coupler pockets, but I guess Athearn's just doing that as another way to keep the model in and secure and to know it won't like fall off running. If I can get this out. I don't know if this wants to come out. I'm just curious to see what kind of speakers we got in here. And as if this screw wants to come out. There we go. Ah! Okay, shoot, we're having some difficulties here. Oh, there it goes. If I get the right pair of... If I get the right pair of grips. Alright, I'll go ahead and cut this clip now, and I'll come back with you guys. Alright, so I'm back again. It actually took a little bit of finagling with. You just got to be careful when you lift the shell. But anyways, so many of you are not aware of what's inside the Athearn stock locomotives. When they come with the Economy or the Tsunami 2. Tsunami 2 will be a little bit different, but it'll be about the same variations. You, of course, got your speaker, positive and negative terminals. Now, your motor terminals, ready to run, always has that top motor clip. The decoder has the motor clip already pre-assembled to pop onto the motor, and then you just got to attach a negative lead, which... trying to find that. There it is. Right there. Motor minus. It's on the other side. Basically got your left, right truck pickup tabs. Okay. Now you also notice what's different here is actually versus a standard speaker, you got 2 mini sugar cubes in here, which make the sound phenomenal. I mean, sugar cubes are sparking up here and there, and I've been getting older gentlemen and some other friends of mine that would be asking, you know, how good are the sugar cubes? Are they worth it? They are worth every nickel and dime that they are made, and whatever price is slapped on them, they're worth it. Okay. Athearn, so good job on installing the sugar cubes. Then, of course, you got your headlights, Volt Plus, which is the common lead, and then you got your headlight function. Now, you got an F3 and an F4 lighting function. What those will be able to do is let you add 2 more light functions should you do an aftermarket lighting upgrade to like a beacon, or let's say you want to have ground trucks or you want to have cab light. You can sign that in to one of these function tabs right here. And then on the back here, this little plug, you got a current keeper tag, and that is to plug in the soundtraxx current keeper. I don't know the item number specifically, but it's probably right there at the screen. So that's pretty much all that you get with the board. It looks like an old GN1000 board. It's not, okay? It is a brand new. The way to distinguish it between the Tsunami 1 and the Tsunami 2 and Economy 1st Gen and Economy now what I call 2nd Gen is this current keeper plug. If this current keeper plug is on a board that's made like this factory from Athearn and someone's just maybe selling it, it's either a Tsunami 2, not a Tsunami 1 board. Tsunami 1 boards are different variations. So yeah, pretty much what I wanted to do is go over this locomotive, go over the insides, and let's let you guys off with a few run-by clips. Again, make a like, maybe a dislike on this video, comments below, and I thank you guys for tuning in.